Hi, it's your girl Zibi and Nani on your wonderful show, Meet the Boss. And this is the show, of course, like you know, is a show where we get to have top CEOs, the bosses, basically, the creative minds. And on today's show, we have a wonderful guest. He's a man who is evergreen in the fashion industry. So sit back, relax, as we come on our show, Meet the Boss.
Grow your business fast. Log on to Connectnigeria.com.
Welcome back. It's a wonderful show, Meet the Boss. And today, like I said, we have a wonderful guest in the house. His name is, drums rolling, Ohimai Atafo. How are you doing, sir?
I'm very well, thank you.
Okay, so how would you prefer to be, called a tailor or a fashion designer?
I'm both, I think.
Okay.
So anyone that you choose to come on is fine.
Okay, so your name, Mai Atafo. Can you tell us what it means and where you're from?
I'm from Edo State.
Okay.
Which is in Nigeria. And my name is Mai or Ohimai. Mai is the short form of my name. So Ohimai means God has created a beautiful human being. It's actually Ohimai Atafo. It means God has finished creating a beautiful human being. So, or like a well-made being. So Mai means either well-made, beautiful, or perfect. So that's what Mai means. So it is my name. So
would we say your parents knew they had a creative being born?
My grandma gave me the name, so I guess she's the one who will ask. Okay. That way you have to die and go to the
Okay, so how did it all start? You having the whole creative idea with your clothing line?
It just came out of the pure love of loving clothes. I used to love clothes when I was young. I like to wear clothes. I like to look good in clothes. I like to buy clothes. And when I couldn't buy clothes, I used to try to make clothes. I started by hand stitching, home economics class in primary school, understanding how you do your back stitching, your front stitching, your slanted stitches, and your embroidery by hands. And I got really interested because I like to make clothes. And that's where it pretty much started from, but I didn't know I was going to do this at all. Okay,
having a young man in such a class, home economics, were you teased at any point?
No, there were a lot of guys in the economics class. Okay. I think in primary school it wasn't a thing, and life wasn't what it is right now, where if you were doing anything like that, it looks like you were a bit funny, and it wasn't. Because, I learned a lot in home economics. I learned to bake cakes in home economics, so it was a great experience for me.
Okay, so if we're not talking fashion, what is your hobby, or what are your hobbies?
Listening to music, and I would say watching movies, but that's what I really do when I have, all the time in the world and there's nothing to do, which never happens, or is a form of relaxation. But what I really like to do and actually create time for is actually listen to music and, dance by myself in that space.
Okay. Okay, so how was growing up like for you?
Growing up was great. I come from a very large family, a lot of boys and just 2 girls, and we didn't need any friends or enemies. We had enough within the family set. And I think my parents did all they could do. I mean, being civil servants to give us everything that we wanted in life. And I think we had everything because we didn't know otherwise. So it was good. They gave us the ability to, be creative, to explore ourselves. And I think that's what has actually led to me doing what I'm doing today and everything that I've done before now. So like I like to say, life is not where you are, it's the journey that's brought you to where you are, that's life as a whole. So, growing up was great.
Okay, so have you always desired being a fashion designer? Because did you major in it?
No, I never thought I'd be a fashion designer. And if you asked me till I was 25, I probably tell you probably wasn't the direction I was going to go. I didn't know. So like I like to say, it's almost like love, and the fashion happened to me. I didn't happen to fashion. It just happened. I loved clothes. I loved the idea of fashion in terms of wearing clothes, knowing what's cool, trying to make an impression with what we wear. I'm always looking proper, knowing the trends, but I never did think that I would go into fashion. So I didn't have any formal training in fashion till almost recently.
Okay, tell us about that then.
About what?
Your experience. You had to gather, you said until recently, so did you have to, gather experience?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, I got it from my tailors. First of all, I was trying to understand how they did what they did. I did a few things online, watching how people did things. One thing that I'm very good at is knowing what the finished product should look like. And when I know what the finished product looked like, I try to, diagnose or do an autopsy to find out exactly how it got to where it is. Sometimes when you do that, you mostly come up with the wrong thing. And over years, I've spent money trying to get people to actually put on the right track. Sometime last year, I brought in a master tailor from Savvy Row in England, which is literally, Savvy Row is like the street or the row for bespoke tailoring in the world. It's like literally claimed to be the best in over 300 years of bespoke tailoring craftsmanship is in there. And I brought this guy to Lagos for 2 weeks, Darren Beamer, who's a master tailor for 30 years.
Wow,
and he was there to, help us fixing bits and bobs, stuff in our business, which is very, very good. He didn't just teach us the tailor, he taught us the business too, which is great. I hope I can have him back again soon, because now we've moved on and we're meeting again.
So your journey so far, what are the challenges?
I think it's some challenges you have with every young entrepreneur in Nigeria, which is, first of all, you have no support whatsoever. Your support system from only your family. Secondly, the environment is very hostile. I think this Nigeria is probably one of the most hostile environments for young businesses, because there are no grants or capital. The banks are not very friendly. You do not have foundations that focus on young businesses, even though everybody tells you go and be an entrepreneur tomorrow. The cost of running a business in Nigeria is ridiculous. If they don't get you at the beginning, they'll get you later. The taxmen always want to get their money, regardless of them not doing anything for you. I always say the government never does anything, but they want you to pay tax. But you have to pay your tax because they do absolutely nothing for you. For young businesses, again, to get people that are capable and able to work for you is very difficult. And once they work for you, 2 weeks later, not 2 weeks, but they want to go and do their thing, but they think they are as good as you, and better than you. Then in the kind of business that I do, I work a lot with artisans who literally, the only language I understand is money, and they're the most indisciplined people ever in the world. That's a huge challenge too. So it's all those things that roll up into one. So sometimes you wonder why you're still in the business, because it's just so hard to get from day to day. And your customers expect the highest level of professionalism and perfection. It's funny how human beings that they probably don't deliver as much in their own jobs expect more than that from a small business. You call the small business twice and they don't pick the call. You're like, I've been calling you. Why would you have a line and it's not working? So we face all that, and sometimes they don't answer their own phones. but you can't use it as an excuse. You have to
deliver
as professional. If they're on the line to a telco, for instance, and the telco leaves them hanging for 15 minutes, they probably won't be as mad as me leaving them waiting for 5 minutes. So it's a bit psychological, because it's just saying the customer is right, so they believe they're right. So it's all right. So I mean, there's just a lot of issues that we go through in trying to ensure that this business runs very well. So it is a challenge.
What do you think you can give back?
I can give back knowledge, which I do through a channel I do something called Fashion Conversations. Okay. I've not done it regularly, to be honest, because I get to feature a lot of other things for people. So when I'm doing my first original judging, that's actually giving back, because I am reaching out to hundreds of people and telling them how they can improve their skill set and things. When I also am the chairman of the Central Working Committee for the Future Awards, and that's also giving back, because I dedicate my time for that to ensure that young people are channeled their energy in the right path. That's also giving back. But I also do something called Fashion Conversations. And Fashion Conversations, a platform where young people in fashion can come and sit down with me and ask me any questions. I don't give a speech; they just ask random questions. And I did quite a lot of it last year. I even did one in Abuja, and the least number of people we've had, because I want to make it very intimate, was 10. The most is 15. 15 is a lot. And the shortest time we've spent is 5 hours.
That's giving back.
Them just asking me questions. So I want to be able to do it more. Again, it goes beyond that, because I want to actually do conversations, not just fashion conversations. So conversations that regard anything, marketing, advertising, music, acting. There are tips you can give to people to actually build their career in any of those different industries. Because at the end of the day, one thing that I'm good at is consumer marketing. As long as there's a consumer there, I can tell you how to reach the person.
Yes, it's been up close with Ohimai Atafo. Yes, the bespoke Nigerian tailor, the man who is knowledgeable, and yes, he's ready to give back to society in his own way. Yes, we should also endeavor to do that all the time. Like we all know, we are Nigerians. We should also represent our country. It's your girl, like I said, Zibenani, on the wonderful show. And until next time I come your way, it's the same show powered by Connectnigeria. I say, be safe.
Looking for a business? Log on to Connectnigeria.com.
If you like the video you just watched and want more, subscribe now. To watch more videos, click on Watch More Videos.